Okie dokie. We are in the pet is out of the bunker and in the field today. So I thought I'd take you guys along and have a little chit chat on what I've been up to, what's going on, and what future plans and stuff are going. But hopefully this works. If anybody jumps in or anything, tell me how the audio is. I know the tractor's going to be loud, so if I need to speak up or something, let me know. But yeah, here we go. Let's get this old girl wound up. All right. Hopefully everything is going good. Hopefully somebody out there jumps in and lets me know how the audio and everything is going. And if anybody catches this on the replay, I'm in my 8630 right now, and doing a little bit of subsoiling. Basically, what that is going underneath the ground with a really long shank, and I'll probably have to make a video or get out sometime and show you guys what it actually is. Basically, what it does is it brings up the hard band of the heel from underneath and lifts the ground back up and kind of shatters it. That way, your corn and your soybeans and stuff can let the roots run down as far as they want to go. So that way, they can get the nutrients and stuff and available water, especially in a drier year. So that way, hopefully, they can get down and get some moisture. I see Mabel Woods just joined us, and Mojo. How we doing, bud? Yeah. Can you hear me though? I know the tractor's loud. I may have to switch mics out here. See what happens. Let me try this. There. Hopefully that picks up on my other mic. But yeah. So, my 8630, it's the great big 8-tire 4-wheel drive tractor. Like I said, I'll get the video down here just a little bit. We'll do a walk around on it. And, Sandhills Media out there. Hey, how we doing today, John? Yeah, so I just thought I would let everybody know kind of what's coming up in the future and what's been going on. Finally got done with harvest. Got the cows out the stocks. I'm actually in the field with the cows right now. And just trying to get some field work done before it gets too cold and then this subsoil won't go in the ground. So yeah, I've been really, really busy ever since harvest came and after harvest. So feeding calves and brake checking cows and all sorts of farm stuff. So yeah, just been really busy. So hopefully things will start slowing down here now. We got cows out on the stalks and just doing some work out here in the field. So if anybody's got any questions on what I'm doing or anything on implement stuff, feel free to ask. It is a rather cool day in Nebraska today, as the Sandhills out there can probably attest to that. But he's got a nice cushy office job, so he's always warm. Sorry, I had to go quick action a little bit, John. But anyway, yeah, just so they win. But yeah, hopefully y'all can see what's going on. It's kind of dark here in Nebraska right now. We got a big front coming through, so I will give you a look over my back shoulder, see exactly what's going on behind us. Hopefully y'all can see that piece of equipment back there. That is the subsoiler 4-shank. It lifts up the ground from underneath and shatters the soil without having to lose moisture, and opens it up so that way if we get snow or rain, the water will actually run down in these trenches. And but right now we've got kind of the opposite problem. It's pretty wet. It looks like it's dry on top. But underneath, we've got a lot of moisture. We've been blessed this year with a lot of moisture, so I'll put you guys back in the holders so that way. Suicide nut, yeah. Yep. I'll give you a picture here. Hopefully y'all can see that. That's my transmission. Those are my shift levers. And most of you guys are going thinking, why the hell does it have two? Well, the way this transmission works is it's got A, B, C, D, and that is your range. And then it's got 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, so there's a lot of different gears you can go in depending on what speed, how hard you need to pull, and all that good jazz. So let you out here out the back window again. Hopefully you all can see that. Right now, oh hey, what's going on, Guns and Barbecue? How are you today? Yeah, let me put you back in the holder because I'm gonna have to turn around here pretty quick. Hopefully the camera's not too jiggly. I don't have it secured in the best. So, hold on here. Get turned around. Oh. This tractor articulates in the middle. Maybe I'll get out. Okay, this is a good time to do it. I'll go ahead and yeah, don't text and tractor. Yeah, I know guys that have had farm accidents that have been texting while in their tractor, even going down in the end of the field. They kind of forget where they're at, or people texting on the highway. It's just as bad in a tractor, so don't do it. Okay, we'll jump out here and I'll show you guys do a quick walk around. This is a subsoiler right here, aka the duck's foot. It gets underneath there and actually heaves the ground back up and loosens the soil for next year. And it's really great if you can do it, because when you get snow or rain, then it has a chance to get down there. So and that's my big girl. Probably my favorite tractor of all time. I started running this little girl when I was about 12. I can't believe my dad let me do that. But still my most favorite tractor to operate. This is a John Deere 8630 with the 50 series motor in it. They had problems with the 30 series motors in these, and they blow up. But they had a lot of 50 series motors left. So they shoved it. So this thing's actually got 40 more horsepower than what it was rated at from the factory. So she pulls pretty good. Sorry, it's stuck on selfie mode right at the moment. Oh, thanks, Kingpin. Yeah, back to work for me too. I need to get my work moving here. Here, we'll get you guys back in the holder. Oh. The dash. And actually, the 8630 had one of the most spacious cabs back in the day. Here, all that stuff. Okay, time to get back to it. Get you guys really good and latch down. Yep, you have a good day, Kingpin. Try not to let it work you too hard. Yeah, Mojo, I've thought about that. I've actually thought about putting out farming videos. I've been thinking about it for quite a while. I've got to back up here a little bit. Hopefully everybody can still see me just fine. Like I said, it is dark today. It is supposed to be getting some snow or rain this evening. And we're going to go with B1 and see if she'll pull. You might hear her grunt even harder. Yep. Got to keep working. And for B1, which translates to going faster. She seems to be pulling okay. If I start slipping the tires too much, then I got to go down the gear and slow her down a little bit. And another thing about these tractors, these old girls, they're easy to get warm. So you really got to watch the temperature gauge on these old girls. If you work them too hard, they could have used a little bit more cooling capacity. If you start working them too hard, because the pistons inside the engine, if you guys didn't notice, there was a pyrometer up there that actually tells your exhaust gas temperature that comes out the exhaust stack coming out here in the middle of the tractor. You can actually melt the pistons down while this thing is running. You can literally nuke the engine. So, yeah. Oh, there we go. There, she's pulling hard. Yeah. Yeah, there's combine ruts out here. It was really wet when they came through here. It's drier now, or else I wouldn't be able to do this. And almost got stuck out here, almost sank in, which thankfully didn't. It kind of tore up the field in spots where it was really, really wet. But half the time you don't know that until you actually get to the dang spot. So, but when it floods down here on the river, and that water sits there for a long time, it will actually pack the ground. All the weight of the water on top of the ground, it will actually pack it. nutrients on your crops and stuff will go down and get enough nutrients. And there's a hell of a run right there. Okay, we're going to have to go a little bit farther next time. Yeah, so well, let's do some channel updates. Hopefully I will be getting some more gear after the first of the year. An actual honest to goodness camera. I've got my eye on one. And like I said, okay. There we go. Come on, girl. All right, here we go. Sorry, got to make sure everything's going right before I can start talking. And talking maybe sometimes. But yeah, hopefully next week when things start calming down a little bit. Oh, there's my brother. Hey, aren't you supposed to be working? I'm just giving you shit. So, yeah, hopefully I can get a new camera and build on my studio a little bit more. And I've got something coming into the bunker. Hopefully next week. I'm hoping. And yeah, I'll be doing a bunch of videos on that too. To be, I'll throw a hint out there. Maybe you guys can get it. And Joe, don't tell anybody, okay? Well, you didn't know. Richard Hirsch is my brother. So I'm an identical twin. Some of you have seen this, some of you haven't. So, family deal there. I'll throw out a hint. You can warm your water, you can cook your food, and you can heat your house. And it's all one appliance. But it doesn't run off of electricity, and it doesn't run off natural gas or propane. So we'll see if anybody gets it out there. See who's paying attention. But yeah, those are some updates on what's coming in the future. We'll go back and live stream a little bit more, especially like if I'm planting or out checking cows and stuff like that. Finally getting enough confidence built up to do that and just kind of let it fly. Okay. She's feeling pretty good. She's moving through the ground pretty easy, so that's when you know you're really out of the hard stuff. You just got to listen to the engines on these old girls. They'll really talk to you if it's really hard. And so far, it hasn't been too bad. I've been in B1, I got out of A3. So. All right, yep, you have a good one too, Joe. He was on break, but I was just giving him shit. So. But yeah, I was just going to try to live stream a little bit today, trying to get the hang of it, you know, being mobile. And this time of year, I can do it down on the river bottom up close to the trees, because the trees have all their leaves on it. I don't get any signal when I'm right up against the trees. So this is the only reason I'm able to do it today, because I've actually got really good signal. So you wouldn't think leaves on a tree would block much, but when you're sitting right beside a river, boy, it does a really good job of blocking that signal. So all the leaves are gone now. So, kind of gray, nasty day, but that's okay. Work's still got to get done. So, yep, she's starting to grunt. She's getting a little bit harder now. I don't know if okay, I seen this last night, but what's BASF Tech? Stopping by, Barbara. Hope you're enjoying the little live stream. So Dad just drove by. He's hauling hay today. Oh boy, at the Massey Ferguson. So, and if for some of you guys that didn't know out there, I used to be a diesel mechanic, primarily John Deere, but I work on just about everything. It was just a little independent shop. Countryside Ag out of Riverton, Nebraska. Good folks over there. Had a hell of a teacher. I already knew how to turn wrenches, but I hadn't worked on too much diesel stuff. Get turned around here. So, was there for 8 years and helped run the shop. It was just me and the boss in there. So, we got to do a lot of semis, tractors, excavators, and you name it, that had a diesel motor in it. I was throwing wrenches at it. Oh, okay, some sort of spam. Okay, all right, I got you. Thank you, Mojo. I seen that a couple times last night when I was on Sandy's and got some barbecue last night. So, don't know what it means. But, yeah, family's been good. Kids have been going through all the dang sickness that keeps driving home during. Starting to fall kind of hard. I may have to get back and downshift. But for all you that have children out there, you all know about that. Kids getting sick, bringing it home, and then getting everybody else sick. So it happens. But yeah, if this thing gets to pulling too hard on those big metal shakes that I showed you with the duck's foot on there, it's got what's called a shear bolt. And that shear bolt, if it hits something too hard underground, and you set with all the old farmsteads and stuff around, you can bring up bricks, concrete, tree roots, old well pipe, and make sure if there's internet or something running through your field, make sure that they bury it in deep enough. Because that can happen. You can rip red lines, gas pipes, and all sorts of nasty stuff. So remember, before you go out and do any of this, make sure you know your field and yeah, make sure you don't blow yourself up or take somebody's phone or internet. Because that does happen. So you can have a lot of angry people in your rear end on something like that. Yeah, I've done it when I was working for another guy years ago. But that shear bolt, getting back to my original thought there, but the shear bolt, when it hits something too hard, it'll actually snap and let that shank pivot up and come back up out of the ground. And then you gotta loosen everything up, and put in a new shear bolt, and then go on your merry way and avoid that spot. So I've drug up all the homestead pipe underground, old electric lines. Thank God. I haven't knocked out anybody's internet or had a gas line. So I've been fortunate for that. I've been down here on this piece of ground. I know where everything's at. So, yeah, Grunt. Give it a little more power. I'm in a really hard spot. Okay, 4-3. But anyway, so yeah, there's some of the channel updates, and hopefully I will be getting a review out next week on the come on, baby. Really hard spot. I don't know if you can tell the engine dropping and the RPM moving around. That lets you know that you're in really, really hard ground. But that Smith Wesson, hopefully be doing a review video on that. I've almost got 500 rounds on it. It's close enough. I think I'm only like 30 away. So be doing a review on that next week. Rain or shine, it's gonna do it. Get it done. So still see a couple people out there watching anyway. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask if anything about farming or firearms or whatnot. I'm gonna pull her up and turn around. And hopefully my signal and everything is good. It says I've got great signal right now, so hopefully the video's not glitchy or anything. Great water. But yeah, so yeah, that's what I've been up to. I've just been super busy, trying to get all the fall stuff done before winter really hits. Still got a little ways to go, but things are finally starting to slow down a little bit. Got to keep an eye on my gauges, make sure I'm not overheating. Yeah, good question, Mojo. Right now, I'm working on a flooded area where the water sat for a while. I'm guessing it's probably no wider than this machine is behind me. It's probably going to take at least 2 to 3 hours. I'll stop for lunch and come back to it. But yeah, I imagine this little spot that I'm in right now is probably going to take 2 to 3 hours. Like I said, the implement's not very wide, but it does a lot of good to the ground for the crops next year. A couple of years ago, hard stuff. It flooded twice, and the water just would not go away. And oh man, I probably put 50 hours on the tractor just subsoiling. Because the water just did not go away. We didn't have all the flooded out areas didn't do very well. So, no worries, not the government. Yeah, I'll bet I probably put 50 hours on it a couple of years ago. Just going back on the flooded spots, and boy, did it blow hard. I don't like pulling the tractor that hard, but man, it was bad. It had to be done. Like right now, she's biting. She's starting to scream at me a little bit. I don't know if y'all can hear the engine change getting foggy and kind of fluctuating a little bit. But that's when you know you're in really hard ground. And I'm starting to get some tire slip. Uh-oh. Come on, baby. Yep, I'm going right through the bad spot. And you Yeah, I wish I could put the camera on the subsoiler to show you guys how that ground is really neat. It flips that ground up. And when it does that, it breaks it all up and opens the pores and everything if you want to try to put it that way. So, yeah, he's digging hard. So, but yeah, I don't know how long I'll be on. It's already 10:22. I've been on for about a half an hour. Actually, a little bit longer. Battery's still holding up on my phone. So, okay, we're at a hard stop. Yeah, she got a little warm through that hole right there. And if she warms up, then I've just got to sit about 5 minutes, let the coolant cool back down a little bit, then I can go again. And when she starts pulling hard, that old turbo will whine like crazy and just whistle. Yeah, it's fun. Just depends if you're into heavy machinery or not. But yeah, it's kind of cool to watch. But I really don't have a good spot on the implement itself to attach my phone. I don't have the right attachment. I need to make a magnetic mount with a rare earth magnet. Wilker Farms out in Shelby, Montana. Those guys have got it down to a T as far as farming videos and stuff goes. I'm just a peon compared to them. But yeah, they've got special mounts that they made in their shop. I just scrapped. Come on, baby. Okay, you gotta pull it up. Yep, getting way too hard. I'm gonna have to downshift. Hopefully you can hear that engine bogging down, then I'm starting to get in a little bit of trouble. Oh shit, what? Why are you going underneath the knife there, Mojo? If you don't mind me asking. Hopefully it's nothing serious. And I had to shift it out into A3. It was just pulling too hard. I was starting to get too much tire slip. She's right up there on 2, but she's not too hot yet. So, you said the engine noises aren't coming through? Was it better since I turned off my other mic? Oh, that'll work for 2 to 3 months. Oh, damn, I go fucking crazy. No, you said it was minor, so hopefully, I wish you was speedy recovery, brother. I really do. Okay, seems like we're out of the hard stuff now. Yeah, 2 to 3 months, man. That one, I go nuts. I like to do too many things. I like to stay active. I've got to with as many kids as I've got. Okay, we're back in the ground. We're going again. major back surgery. Sorry, I read that wrong. Damn it. No. Ouch. Yeah, I would definitely call that major back surgery. Yeah, they got to cut stuff out and put stuff back in. Yeah, I would call that major. Okay, well, maybe I'll take this out and I'll show you guys some more action on the outside of the cab. Hopefully y'all can see that. Right there, that's my temperature gauge. That's all the vitals on the tractor. That's about the RPM I'm running, about 19. So, yeah, let me get past this one spot. This might get a little hairy. There goes my dad. I don't know if you can see him or not. He's hauling bales today. Oh, more scenery? Okay, well, hopefully you guys can see it because I've got it on selfie mode right now, and I know the camera on this side isn't as good as the one on the back side. Yeah. We farm right up beside the Republican River on most of it. We've got some hill ground too. Okay. Yep, she's feeling pretty good, so pull her up and out. She's moving pretty easy. Look at spin around here. Shove her down in the ground. Yeah, that's one of our pivots. Right there. Had soybeans on the other side of it last year. Just some more scenery. Give you guys a couple different angles here. Okay, well, that's good. I'm glad this camera's working good. Ha 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 ha. No camera can make my face look good. Okay, I need to put you guys back in the holder now. Okay, hopefully the camera's not shaking too much on this mount. I was hoping it was going to work. She's not pulling too bad now. I may shift her back up into V1. I'll describe how this works. It it's got A, B, C, and D, and that's your range on the transmission. And you cannot shift that part on the fly. You have to stop, put it in that gear, and then you've got the 1, 2, 3. And that you can't shift on the fly while you're moving. And A's your lowest, B, C, D on that increases your speed. So most of this is A3 that I work in, and B1. Okay, good. This camera's stabilizing that. I had another note right above me. I was going to shine down kind of over my shoulder to look at the subsoiler at the same time, but it was too wobbly. So I had to kind of ditch that one. I did a little free video and watched it right before I actually started working all the way down to the field. And yeah, I just wasn't going to have it. It was this little guy right here stuck in the roof, and it moves around too much. So, all right, back to it. And I'm coming up on a place that actually got drowned out just right over here, just to my left. He didn't raise anything, it swamped it, but it was really and I have a feeling that is going to be a very, very hard call. Maybe if cows go over here, I'll show you guys some of the cows that they wander over this thing. 1 second. Like, holy crap, where the hell did he go? I left the tractor for a second. Not really. I just opened up the door. And spit out my channel. Kids, don't start that. That's a bad habit. Addictive as hell. I don't recommend it. So, yeah, Mojo, that sucks about your back. Hopefully everything goes well. I've known some people in the past that have had back surgery. Yikes. I don't wish that upon anybody. But there's your girl. He's running. And I've known some people that bounce back a little bit sooner than what the doctor said. I've known some people that it took them twice as long to get to be better. So hopefully everything goes well. Alright, time to turn around. And I'm actually working right in the middle of the field. I'm not going in the end. There's this hard spot out here. Where the water comes across here when it floods bad. And it sits. Yeah, I'm sure you do. I'm sure they probably briefed you on all of that. So, yeah, but working here just right in the middle of the field, turn around in the field, then drop it back down. I had the camera pointed around at first because I thought I was going to have 2 mounting spots, one right here, and then one right where you guys are all right now, facing forward out the front of the tractor, so I can just flip the around whenever I wanted to watch things out the front window, but the other mountain didn't work. So that's okay. We'll make do with what we got. Let's see. Now there was something else I was wanting to talk about. I can't remember. Oh yeah, now I remember. Kyle Rittenhouse deal. I'm so glad that that young man is not sitting in a jail cell somewhere right now. Because of all the evidence and everything that I've seen, I watched all but 2 days, first 2 days of the trial while I was harvesting my drive truck. And so I was listening more than I was actually watching on Rakita Law. He's got a really good YouTube channel. I recommend it. Basically, it was a whole panel of lawyers and all sorts of like patent law and all sorts of just a whole conglomeration of different lawyers in there. And they really broke the trial down for the layman, for the idiot like me, and made it easier to digest and easier to understand. So shout out to Rakita Law for putting that on. I think he's got something there for the future. And yeah, I'm just glad that he's not sitting in the jail cell. And all the video evidence and everything that I saw, I'm just about 100% sure there was a narrative behind it. I don't think he should have, after they looked at all the evidence and stuff. I'm sure the DA did. I don't think it ever should have went to trial. I really don't. But anyway, I hope that young man can go on with his life. And I'm sure it's going to be different from here on out. I hope he can lead a happily normal life. We have one of the only countries that still supports self-defense, as far as I'm concerned. And a person should have the right to defend himself with whatever they choose. So that's all I'll say on that for right now. All right, Mojo. Well, thanks for stopping by. I think I'm going to cut the feed here pretty soon anyway. So thank you all for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hope your back surgery goes well. And yeah, Godspeed. Speed your recovery, my friend. Oh, God. Wasn't wrong here. So, but anyhow. All right. Have a good one, Mojo. We'll see you later. Anyhow, yeah, I think this is where I'm going to end it anyway. So, at least I know my phone will do a live stream as long as I've got good signal. So, I'll probably be doing more of that in the future, I hope. So, yeah. If you have any questions or comments after the live stream, just go ahead and put them down in the link down there. And I will try to get back and answer any questions that I see on there about farming or anything that I talked about. So, anyway, I'll leave you with a couple of shots here. Do a little panoramic view. Switch that. I suppose this is where I'll end it. So everybody have a good one. Have a good weekend, and yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. Stay safe, carry your weapon.